See if I can get anybody in here. What the hell's going on? There we go. There's the hue. Carter, what's going on? I don't know what happened. I think it froze on me a little bit ago. I think it froze. I don't know what's going on with our internet, but our internet's not doing too good. So, Gene, back. Here, I'm going to put you guys back. I wonder what happened. I don't know what's going on with my internet here, but it keeps freezing up and it's kind of pissing me off. I told Annie, I think tomorrow I'm going to reset it and kind of go from there. I'm going to try and reset it and see what happens because there's something going on. So I'll go back to putting this thing together. I'm going to show you guys something here in a minute again, but I don't know, where did I leave off? Did you guys see the trestle? The trestle that I was showing? Did anybody see that? Hey now. I wasn't sure if anybody saw the trestle. So, all right, there's one. I'm getting glue on my desk for damn sure. This Plastistruck, it's pretty good stuff. It will glue your fingers together too. If you're not careful, you can get it on the, but I'm going to paint these oil tanks. I know it shows them to be black, but I'm going to paint them, I don't know, maybe a bright color. That's what I want to do anyway, so. But this Plastistruck, it works great for putting these together. We're back. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with us, but our internet has not been the best. I'll tell you that right now. All right, we're doing the last ring. I don't know why, but check it out. This one has to have a little bit of glue here. Let it set. And this one's got to have glue here. And then I got to intertwine it here. Intertwine. There it is. There's the last ring. So we got the last ring. I'm going to let it sit here for a second. Then it says, once you get them all, stacked. It says to stack them. So apparently you stack them like this. Oh shit. So I'm probably gonna break something much. Stack them like this. The one with no rivets goes on the very top, I think. Find out in a minute here. Okay. There it's stacked. Now we're gonna do one more stack. Holy shit, this was kind of easy. And then I'm going to have to, kind of curious, it didn't say to cut those off. This one here did not adhere like I wanted it to, but it's all the way. Hold on. Ooh, I don't know if that's good or not. Let's do this again. I'm kind of wondering if I need to cut those top sprues off of that, because it's not telling me that, but I think it does have to be cut off. Once all the bands are glued, stack the bands one on the top shown. Start with top band and work your way down until you run out of bands. Remove the glue strips from the top band and cement the top. Dude. So that's it. So these are the glue strips. And it says, remove the top band glue strips. And that's what I'm doing right here with the little sprue. I call them my sprue cutters. I'm going to show you something cool here in a minute. I think it's cool. I don't know if you guys will, but I find it cool. Yeah, I screwed that one up a little bit. I didn't get it closed all the way. It'll be okay. I'll make it work. And I'll still have to glue all these together when I'm done here, but check that out. Hell, that took like just a few minutes, but I have one gap right here. Check it out. What's going on? What am I building? I'm building this water oil tank, 29 foot. See, I have one little gap right there. That was my fault. I must have set it down and it came apart a little, but it ain't gonna hurt anything. I'm just gonna turn it and you won't see it. And then it says to put ladders on. Ladders are available, but I have ladders because I picked up some ladders today in a little pack, and I'll be able to use the ladders. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second. You're going dark. You're going dark. You're going dark. See these ladders? I picked these up today. See, they're all types of ladders. I might even put steps going around the damn thing if I can make it work. I don't know. We'll make something work. I'm always making shit work. Check it out. There's the trestle. Did you guys see the trestle a little bit ago? Did you see the trestle that I picked up? What do I do, man? No, I play trains and I work for the railroad. I work for the railroad. I have a store, a train store right there. For me, it's open 24 hours a day. For everybody else, it is too if you want to be online and buy stuff. So, yeah, my milepost right there. This is my trestle that I found at a deal today. They were throwing away a piece of layout. Here's the layout. If you guys haven't been here before, those of you that haven't been here before, this is Bigboystraintoys. I'm usually on TikTok. These are some of my signs. Lots of signs. This is the room. This is the train room. I will, Gordon. I'll make it work. This is N scale over here. My wife's in the living room. This is our big train cave. Me and the wife call it the train cave. We even got a disco ball. So check this out. I want to show you guys something cool that I did today. We're going to turn the lights out. Ready? We're going to dim the lights down. Ready? And you're just going to see the layout. You're going to see the layout. The layout's lit up right here. Check out the layout. Now watch this. I added a new light to the disco ball. And check this out. I can add more lights as we go here. Hold on. I'll turn some more on real quick. Hold on. Oh, that was my bad. Hold on. There we go. See, I'm adding more lights, but check out the disco ball. What do you think of the disco ball? It's a new light that I found on Amazon. Check it out. Isn't this cool? Isn't that badass? Now watch this. I can change the colors to where it's just like red, green, and then it'll switch. See, the whole room lights up. See my whole coal mine here? There's blue, if I want to do blue. And then I can even change the lights in the ceiling. They don't have to be white. They could be different colors. But I kind of like this one that has all the different colors. I can even speed it up when I hit the little arrow. Isn't that cool? I mean, you get the full effect, right? You get the full effect of the whole damn thing. See that? Yes, your new tanker is on the way, yes. It is on the way, and congrats, Nancy, you deserve that. See how fast it's turning now? I sped it up, I'm gonna slow it down. Hit it 3 times back and then it'll slow down. Isn't that cool though? Union Pacific, Norfolk Southern, Burlington Northern, hold on. Leasing what, rail line? I don't know, all I know is UP's buying the NS, and I haven't paid much attention to it. You got a lot of questions there, Samuel. This is my own personal layout. We do giveaways. We own Denver model trains. You can ask some of my people that are in here. I call them my people. Denver model trains. But we're actually really, really good to everybody. So I don't know why that came on over there. I have to figure that one out later. You see it flashing over there? It's got to be a different remote. I don't know what it is. But that's the big boy sign, and I don't know why it's flashing. It could be the remote I was running right now, too. But this is my own personal layout. This is my wife's personal layout right here. We both have full-time jobs and decided to do a store to help everybody enjoy the hobby and afford stuff. So we did Denver model trains, and I'm only going to sneak back here for a second. But if you go to denvertrains.com, we're a full-blown hobby store. We work from our own home. If you're ever in Denver, you can come here. You can shop right here at our place. You can come run trains and hang out, check out trains, look at different trains and check it all out. So please subscribe to me if you haven't subscribed. I'm going live on YouTube because, I don't know, it just seems pretty fun. There's a lot of good people that maybe want to see trains. And that's why I go live on YouTube quite a bit now. I do go live on TikTok once or twice a week. I used to go every night, and TikTok changed its ways, and I'm not going to really support the way it changes its ways. I'll still post videos and stuff over there, but this is just, I'll show you what we got here. This is just my personal layout. And I've got mods in here that can answer questions too. Let's see. That's the new Broadway Limited right there. It's a Broadway Limited NS F9 A and B. And there's the new Rapido coil cars. The new style. Right there. See that? A-OK. There's Shoreline. And then there's UP. But we've got all those in stock. And let me see here. Let me recall something here. Oh, I went too far. What's this number? 4156. Check it out. See if I can get to it. Select 4156. These are the BLI SD70s. Hold on a minute here. I did something here. I shut them down by accident. Now I'm turning them on again. There we go. Oh, we stopped. We stopped. I shorted something. Of course it did that. I'm going to find out where it did it too. It did it right back there in a switch. It did it in a switch right over there, I can tell you that already. A wheel did it. I think I got a bad wheel on a car. I want to check something. This one didn't come on. So I'm going to separate them. I want to separate them and see what's going on with my 4006. Because something went wrong. Yeah, see? So I'm going to clear 4156. 5, 6, enter. We're going to set it up again. Set up, enter. 4, 1, 5, 6, enter, forward. 4, 0, 0, 6, enter, forward. And 4, 1, 4, 9. We're going to try it again here. See, it doesn't want to respond. Once in a while this does happen. So 4, 1, 5, 6, enter. I cleared it. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take it off, and we're going to do a setup of consist here. We're going to do 4, 1, 5, 6, enter, forward. 4, 1, 4, 9, enter, forward. All right, now we'll leave the 2 KCSs. Here we go. Oh, I'll tell you what's going on. My bridge is screwing up right here somehow. My bridge is screwing up. Here we go. You're good, Nancy. I'm not worried about that. I just enjoy your company. Here comes the NS coming around. KCS. We got stack train running right here. But yeah, this is the craziness that we've built. I've got a CPK. If you talk to me better, Custom Arts, I don't know who you are or what, but it seems like you're kind of asking me questions that are kind of, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else sees it or not, but I'll answer you. But you got to be respectful. It's really not sophisticated, to tell you the truth. This is just a crazy setup that I built. It's really not sophisticated. Sophisticated to me is when you have all the stuff, like when you're running it with JMRI, which I could do that eventually. I just don't. This is old-fashioned NCE, DCC, and that's what we run, just DCC. And we run it the same. It runs on NCE, so it's all NCE, which is kind of nice. But it's not very sophisticated. It's simple. It's just a lot of tracks, a couple yards, a big yard, a coal mine, another big yard here. We got a turntable here. I will tell you that I'm having issues with the turntable, and I lost most of my tracks. So when I go here and I go to 4, I'm just now getting it set up. But see, it won't stop at 4. It's going to come all the way around. It's really weird. So I'm going to have to reset that thing. Because somehow, some way, I don't know if it was power or what it was that kicked it, but I lost everything. So I'm having to reset that whole thing. The red, yellow, and black one is smoking. Yeah, that NS, that's an NS F9. And this one here, they do smoke. They're SD70s. They all smoke. BLI makes SD70s that smoke. So you will see the smoke on these. And it's funny, right now they're a little bit shy of smoke. So let me add a little bit of fluid here. Let me see if I can do it on the fly here. Ready? Here's the smoke fluid we use. Okay, watch. Ready? Watch this. Are you ready? There. That's what it should look like. I didn't have enough fluid in it. See that? They have smoke. So that's what's really cool. Even all this steam right here, these steam engines, they all smoke. They're built by Broadway Limited. I think they're one of the best companies out there, especially steam. They're the leaders in steam, and they make awesome steam engines. So if you ever get a chance to get yourself a Broadway, see the smoke? They're awesome. The most sophisticated layout is over, and yes, it is. Germany has the greatest, biggest layout you could ever think of. But I'll tell you what, there's a layout in Greeley, Colorado called the Greeley Museum, and it's an HO scale model railroad, which is beautiful. And they've done a beautiful job there too. So if you ever get a chance, Greeley, Colorado. I think there's one in Ohio somebody posted the other day. There's a lot of them. There's some nice ones out there. So you'll see a ton of beautiful layouts. There goes the NS right there with all the coil cars. And the KCS is coming around down there by the mountain. I don't know why that's flashing. I'll figure it out though. I'm going to say that it's one of the remotes that I push something. So those oil tankers that I just built, I'm going to put them somewhere on the layout. I'm not sure where. This one's one that I just built. I'll get it completely glued up. We'll get it put together completely. But it's just a tank, water oil tank. So I'll get a ladder on it. We'll make it look pretty nice, and we'll put it in here somewhere. I don't know. But I got two of them. See the smoke coming off of that? Check them out. When they go into the tunnel, it's really cool the way the smoke just rises. But watch, when they come through the tunnel, you're going to see the smoke come and rise out of there. That's why I built it that way, so you could see the smoke and how it kind of billows against the rock. But we built it open like that so you could watch it come through there. It's pretty cool. CMW, what's going on? Thank you, Bradley. Thank you. It's a crazy layout. And it's simple. It's just DCC, lots of tracks, lots of stuff to have fun and switch. I can do switching in here, build trains while I run 2 or 3 trains out there on the 2 main lines. It's great. Hey, Chad, check this shit out. Watch this. Look, Chad. Look what I came across today. I'm keeping them this time. And then I came across those right there. MKT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And I think I might be missing. Yeah, I'm missing number 6. So I need a 6506. It goes from 5 to 7, but there's 11 cars here. It's kind of weird. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's still 11 cars here. It's kind of weird. Maybe I got the 06 somewhere else. Oh, 6500, that's why there's 11. But I'm missing the 06. Aren't those cool? No, the only guy where you can drive the train is the Canadian guy. He's got a really cool layout where you can drive it. He told me he wants me to hit mine up like that where people can actually run them online. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not sure if I want to do that. You'll convince me to put them in the box? Christina, how's it going? I got to show you guys the new disco ball. Watch this. I thought I'd go on YouTube for a little bit because I was building that water tank and I built it. And then I froze for a little bit and I had to restart. But check out the new disco ball. We're going completely dark. Look at that. Look at the disco ball light. I ain't messing around with the disco ball no more. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I think the whole damn basement now lights up. Look. It's like a disco in here for damn sure now. So TikTok's going to be hopping tomorrow night with the disco ball. Because we can play music over there. Look at the way the lights come off that water. Doesn't that look wicked? The reflection. Hello everybody. Welcome in. I don't know. I was so excited about the disco ball. And what's really cool is I can change the colors. See that? I can change it. Red. I don't know. I thought it was really neat. I pushed the wrong buttons. Hold on. There we go. See that? Red, green, blue. Pretty damn neat. And then there's all the colors, which is really cool. So yeah, I can't complain. It looks pretty damn good now. A hill area, a big bridge area. I got a bridge area right there. I'll show you here in a second. Put the lights back on here. Here's the KCS coming around. I got snow over there on the mountain. Let me go through here. I got to crawl under. I do have one duck under that I don't like. Well, I got a couple that I don't like. Here's the NS right here. F9 A and B. Here's the mountain with the snow in the corner. I just put that in. I'm still working on it. Over here we've got an area with the ranch. Oh man, that smoke is tough. Kicking my butt. We got skiers. Yeah, I don't have a steel company, but I'm also, Pueblo, Colorado makes rail. They got a rail place where they make all the rail, but I'm in Denver and I just never did add a steel company. I think I just started building. I kind of freelanced it in my own and turned it into my own scrapyard right here. So I kind of just, I don't know, I just wanted to have fun. And I'm gonna add some industry. So I usually have a theater going there, a movie, but I don't have one in tonight. So yeah, I got skiers, and then over here I got pretty cool. It's an O scale. A friend of mine moved to North Carolina and he said he'd never use it, and he gave it to me, so I put Mount Rushmore right here, and then we got Sasquatch right there. See that? I thought that was kind of cool. I got people playing around in the river right here. Some fishermen. Got a couple guys at a still right there. They're making moonshine. I got a wedding and a funeral. Right there's the wedding, funeral. And then once they leave that funeral, they're all going to the Mexican restaurant right there. See that? I got all kinds of stuff in here. Yeah, the Sasquatch is cool. And I've got a Yeti. The Yeti's, where is the Yeti? I got to think about the Yeti. Where did he go? Oh, here he is. He's on top of the firehouse. See that? And there's a red light district right there, that house with the red light. We got the Loch Ness Monster right there with a police boat, yellow submarine, and then you got zombies eating deer. We got everybody out on the beach having fun. And then over here, Night of the Twister. This'll twist you. There's Jimmy in the back of the Dodge. That's Night of the Twisters. And then we got a layout lightning storm here. See if I can get it going. There it is. Are you guys back? I had to switch internets. How'd Jimmy get in the back of that Dodge? I told you it's a twister night. Bad things happen during tornadoes. Look at that, him and his cousin, they got that little pig in that Dodge. That Dodge is the only thing that could haul that pig around. So this is the big layout right here in HO. Right here. See, it's coming down the hill. It goes up right here. It's about a 4 to 5 inch elevation here coming up the hill, and then it goes back down and it comes around. Right here I got a Coltrane sitting here with a NS New York Central SD70 and the Virginian sitting here with the VA Virginia cars and a mixture of different coal cars. Now if we go back over here, we're gonna crawl under again. I gotta crawl under. We're gonna go back this way. This is the other side of the layout. This is the yard right here. Goes all the way down 40 some feet. Yeah, it froze again and I changed internet. So I had to change the internet to a different one. This is the end of this layout right here. So this is where my program tracks are right here, where you see the different colors of ballast. Back there's my store, our store. Me and the wife have a full-blown hobby store collection of engines here. And then if I go over here, I'll show you. This is N scale right here. See if we can turn it on. 4028 is going to be that little one right there. This is N scale. 4010 is going to be right there. And then that's going to be the steamer in N scale. And then over here is the 1982 Missouri Pacific. So this is all N scale right here. See? So this is the N scale. This belongs to my wife. No, I don't do any RC planes. I like watching the RC planes. I think it's fun. Except for when them guys crash them and break them. It's like, damn, that's a lot of money. Annie's N scale right there. If you're not following her, go find her on Facebook. She might be on YouTube. I'm not sure if she ever did start it or not. We can't keep up with our own stuff here. There you go. See that? Here comes the Norfolk and Western. That's all N scale. Pretty nice. She's got a heck of a setup. She's got a beautiful layout. What do you guys think? You like the N scale? Isn't that nice? Her N scale's beautiful. Oh, we got dirty track over there. I'll take this car. This is a cleaning car, an N scale. I really need to put it over here and run it behind this train right here. See if we can get it here. That's a cleaning car. We got those in HO. I'm picking them up tomorrow, so those of you that wanted those, reach out to us, or I'll send you a message. But the HO cleaning car will be here tomorrow. I'm picking them up tomorrow. You can't hear. Did it mute on me? Maybe YouTube muted me. Can you hear me now? Yeah, a couple of replacements sucks, don't it? Can you hear me now? Yes, okay. Somebody said it muted, so I want to make sure it didn't mute. Yeah, there's a ball field right here, Field of Dreams. It's even got the dugout. See the dugout? There's the dugout. I gotta change that on the phone where I can flip the phone sideways. We're running the big stack train. Stack train's all the way to the other side over there. So when the stack train's running, it actually is across from itself, you know, like across the middle of the layout. Let's see if I can add this in here. We're gonna see if this engine will even pull it. I might have to turn that up. I might have to put some more power to that engine. It died on me over there. Dirty track, I'm telling you. We'll get it going here in a second. Dirty track right here. Get rid of my plate. I had dinner earlier and I want to get rid of that. Let's see if we can get it going right here. See if it'll pull that car. It might not pull that car up that hill. It might be too heavy because it is a pretty heavy little cleaning car. I'm on the wrong train. Hold on. I don't know if it'll pull it. Find out here in a second. Look. If it comes out that top, then it did it. Oh, hell, it is. That's a little Atlas. That thing is strong. Look at that. Pulled it right up that hill. Isn't that crazy? I better turn her down just a tad. But that cleaning car's going. I'll have to show you that cleaning car. Yeah, the stack train's 45 cars, I think, on the stack train. Live in California, but have family in Denver and Johnstown. Oh, okay, Blanca. We live here in Denver, North Denver. Look at that thing go. We live here in Denver, so that's cool. Where's your family live for sure? What's the last name? I know quite a few people. I work for Union Pacific, so I know quite a few people. Why am I in Kansas City? I'm not. I'm in Denver, Colorado. I have family in Kansas City. See that cleaning car right there? Yeah, I'm in Denver, Colorado, not in Kansas City. Somebody else might have said they're in Kansas City. I'm sorry if I missed that, but I see what I see there. Look at that little auto train. Pretty strong little Atlas pulling those three plus that. That's a heavy little car for cleaning. She's got a nice little N-scale layout. Can I go to the big train, the HO? Here's the HO right here. This is the 187th. Running out of smoke on that one. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, this is the HO right here. This is the big layout. This is almost 800 square feet across here. We got to shut that off, that blinker. I don't know what the hell. I think it's here. Hold on. Let me grab a remote. I think it's this one right here. Maybe not. Hold on. Let's try a different one. Let's shut this one off. It ain't that one. Hold on. I got remotes out the wazoo in here, so I think it's this one. I think it's this one. I think it's that one. Hell, I don't know what it is. Let's find out. It ain't that one. I don't know what the hell it is, but it sure in the hell ain't that one. You like O-scale? Yeah, I only have O-scale right there on top. Now I have a bunch of O-scale track for sale. For like, I don't know. I got a whole box of O-scale track. It's up underneath here. Oh, look, we're pushing half of our stack train now, see? I didn't know that happened. Look, we're derailing the stack train. Hold on. We're stopping it now. We just derailed the stack train, so hold on. Watch this. We're gonna do something here real quick. I don't know how the hell that happened, but it happened. I'm gonna get that train back. There. We're gonna back that train up. We'll back it up. We're gonna crawl under, another duck under. And we're gonna fix whatever the hell happened. There goes that one. Knocked her right off. First derailment of the whole time this train's been on. Been on for 2 or 3 days too. Okay. So we're back on. We're gonna push it on. Oh shit. We lost a container. That's what derailed it in the first place. Right here. We lost a container. No, it wasn't on that one. It wasn't on that. We lost it off of the train somewhere out there. We'll have to figure it out. So I'm gonna shove this through so we can connect back to it when that train gets around here. And then we'll have to figure out how we derailed there. That's what's wrong. All right, we're dragging it back. I'm gonna drag that car. Nope. I ain't getting that car back. It derailed in there. All right. Now we gotta crawl. I love the crawling. I have to crawl through this place. You can laugh at me all you want, but this goddamn place is too many trains some days. This car came off. So if this car came off, we're gonna get it back on pretty damn quick here. And this is the containers that came off. Right there. Now, I'm gonna pull this through. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Watch this. When it gets here, we're gonna stop it right when it hooks up. You can see the engines are way over there by the Pan Am, and over here's the derailment. Now I just felt something. Here we go. Here we go. The engines are over there by the Pan Am sign. There's the storm. We're hooked back up here. These cars are light. I can see the problem too. It's off center. There we go. She was off center, so now we're back to normal. Oh, look, another one coming off here. We must have hit something. Maybe it hit the mountain. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not answering. What's up? You need the track cleaner? Which one? The N scale? We can get them. We've got those coming in next. Just go to denvertrains.com, drop us a message, and we'll make sure we put you down for that little N scale cleaner. Let's see if it's still running. Then you might not want it if it's not running. I don't know where that train went. I think he's stuck inside the mountain. I'll find out. Watch. Let's go. We got to go that way. I'm going to set you down for 1 second. Hold on. I have to crawl through. I hear a train in here. Yeah, look, there he is. See the train? I took the top off. There he is. Might have cleaned it too damn well now that it's so slick. See, there he is. I think it cleaned it too well. See that track cleaner? See what it does? And then you flip it, drop it, and it'll start cleaning again. You can flip it 4 times. 4 times you can flip it. There it goes. Going right through the tunnel there. I'm gonna put this back. It fits in there, see, so she can get in there and fix trains whenever something happens. But yeah, if you want that cleaning car, that's what it does. You flip those little blocks and it'll knock off all the black stuff. I'm hoping it don't get stuck in there again, but I got a feeling it's getting so clean that it's, yeah, see, look, that thing has cleaned up the track to the point where there's hardly anything on it. Yeah, so we're gonna pull the cleaning car off of that train. I'm gonna put it on another one here in a second. Come on, get on up the hill. We're gonna pull that off. As soon as he comes by here, I'm gonna pull that car off. Okay? Now, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna throw a switch and we're gonna throw it into this little pass. Throw that switch back. And we're gonna flip these. See how that gets dirty? We're gonna flip it. And when this train comes by, we're gonna throw it on behind it and we'll clean with that one. But let's put this back. See, that's how that cover goes in there. So you can get in there and clean. Yeah, I'm like King Kong moving the mountains. Stack trains staying together, I think. So it looks like we might stay together. And then there's the coil car train. Coil car train's pretty long too. A lot of coil cars on here. See that? Lots and lots of coil cars. Appreciate everybody that's in here. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, this is what I plan on doing, is going live like this on YouTube and showing the trains. And if you guys want to see the store, I'll show you the store. We want to keep this hobby alive. We want to keep it affordable for people as best we can and kind of go from there. The house front yard, it runs awesome. Well, I don't know, you're gonna have to check with whoever's doing the cheese on your combo. I really can't help you with that one. I stopped that train for a second. We're throwing it back and we're gonna see if we can I'm not gonna run it on that one. We're gonna take it back down here. See, this car is cool because you can go in and out of switches like this, and you can go forward through switches, back through switches. You can do whatever with it, and it'll clean. It's just the weight of it. See how it already knocked off a bunch of stuff? So that little car is great to have. If you want one, like I said, reach out to denvertrains.com, leave us a message, and we'll put you on the list for one, because we got some coming. 14 trains, 18 cars. That's awesome. That's a great start. Layaway for the store. Hobby Steve, send a message to her, because we do hold stuff for people. If somebody wants to get something, we do hold stuff. I'm looking for a remote, and it's back here. I think that's the remote I'm looking for. Right here, this one. Maybe it's this one? Let's find out. Nope, it ain't that one. See, I'm trying to find a remote that'll shut that off. It's got to be one of these. God help me here. See that? Nothing. This one? Nothing. Shit. I got a remote laying here somewhere that'll shut that off. Can you clean and reuse those cleaning blocks? Yes. So the cool thing about this little cleaning block, you pop out that center. See that little centerpiece right there that holds it? And you just unwrap it, but you can use it up to 4 times, okay? Now on the end scale 3 times, because it won't let you flip it that last time. But you could, as long as you cut your pin where it'll drop down in there, okay? But you can do 3 times for cleaning on them, okay? Now, it comes with extra pads, so it'll come with 6 extra pads, and then after that, in the instructions, it comes with the extra pads like this that you can put on them to replace it, okay? And then you can use basically your choice of whatever you want if you don't want to buy the pads from the guys that build them. Now this is the HO one. This is a little bit different material. And it's over here. Let me show you guys the HO one. The HO one, I have 12 of them that sold, and I'm going to pick them up tomorrow. And then if more people want them, we'll put the order in. But we don't usually, we'll try and stock a few. Here's the HO. See, works the same way. You can put a little bit of denatured alcohol on one of these sides and drop it. And this one can be dry and picking up the excess. Really cool cars. They work great. HO and N scale. Yeah, the cleaning blocks are weighted, so they're pretty weighted. And you can unscrew them right here and add more weight if you want to put more weight in them. But really, the way they come, you don't need weight. But see, these on the HO, you could clean 4 times. You could flip it to this side. Back. Sorry about that. It does that once in a while. We've been having problems. You don't know where to start? Let me show you where you can start. You start by figuring out how much room you have in your space that you want to do it in. But you can start with, hope I don't lose you. If I lose you, I might have to get off here. You can start with a set. You can buy a train set like this. Comes with track. And you can start with a set and put the track down with the controller. That's how you can start. Or you buy yourself an engine and you buy yourself track, road bed, 4x8 piece of plywood, and you just build your own trains with whatever locomotives you want. But the easy track is the way a lot of people do it. Froze again. Yeah, we're having high winds. We got fires out in Dillon Road, which is basically out here by Louisville, Colorado, which is west of us. Had some pretty bad fires, and there's it back. Am I back? You guys can tell me if I'm back or not. I just need a thumbs up. Make a St. Louis arch. That sounds like something cool to just add to it. But yeah, you can start with like a small set like I showed you with the track, and just lay the track on a table. Start that way and learn about it, and then build on. It's back. All right. Sorry, my internet's lagging because of the high winds we're having, and like I said, there's fires out west of us. I'm hoping and praying to God they get the fires put out. We've had bad luck here. We haven't had any rain. We've only had 3 snows, and it's not been enough to do anything. So we're pretty dry out here. Yeah, Major, that's all cool, man, but you don't need to be calling anybody that word in here, just because we try to keep it pretty clean in here. So I'd appreciate it if you don't do that. That's all I'm asking. Sometimes it's better to pick your battles and keep your comments to yourself. How's that sound? Yeah, Bobby from Sopranos. I'm a big guy like Bobby was. But I run HO and Bobby ran O scale. Bobby had some cool stuff on the Sopranos. When he had that layout in his garage, that was pretty damn cool. Yeah, it's been crazy for the weather. So thank you, Moto. You say hobo, fine, but I won't stand for the gay and all that stuff. I treat everybody the way I want to be treated. I don't care who you are, how you are. I don't give a damn. It's not my business. My business is me and my trains and my life, and everybody has a life, and people are all human beings. So that's all I'm saying. Don't use the word GAY in here at all, or any other bad words that hurt people's feelings. We're not here for that. We're here to have fun, run trains. Do you have to add engines for a long train? No, you can run as many locomotives that'll pull whatever long train you got. But I mean, a lot of guys will put like an engine in the middle of this big long train. I just choose not to because, I don't know, I just don't do it. I had 3 SD70s. I took that one out. But there's 2 SD70s and they're die-cast, and they each weigh about, what do they weigh? About 2 pounds a piece on those die-casts. So it's pretty damn big. So, how many engines and cars have you ever? Okay, so on here I've had right at, I think, close to 100 cars. But I think I could do, if I went all the way around this outside main, I call this outside main part of the, like, number 1 if I'm not running through the tunnel. And I can actually do about 160 cars all the way around, like back to front. So, but I haven't really done that too much. The most caboose I've ever had was 55 on a train. We do stuff like that once in a while. Sorry to ask again, but I want to make sure you see it. Is it worth to invest in DCC early on, or should... You can start out with DC, but when you start out with DC, like a regular train set that I showed back there, you can run it and then get DCC ready. And if it says ready, you can add a little chip to it, and that'll turn it into DCC, and then you can buy a DC controller. But a lot of guys just jump right into the NCE starter set. It comes with the controller. It comes with this piece here, and it's like 2.5 amps, and you can run, you can run 5 or 6 locomotives at a time with it. Now, I will tell you, with smoke units, you cannot run because the smoke pulls a lot of voltage, amperage, whatever you want to call it, and you will only be able to run like maybe 3 of those with the first starter kit. But if you add a booster, then you could run 6 or 7, but it just depends. You ever go to the Colorado? Yes, I was there today. The Colorado Railroad Museum, I was there today. I was actually there today because I'm working on a big boy for a guy, and I had to go get some parts from my good friend Dwayne out there. But yeah, DCC is a good way to start. Like, if you buy a Lionel engine with the track, and you have a friend that has, like, the Polar Express we have available, you can take that Polar Express, and it has a controller that's Bluetooth. And as long as you have track power, whether it's DC or DCC, you can throw that train on and run it with that remote Bluetooth, as long as you have track power. And it doesn't matter if it's DCC or DC, because I've done it. So you can start that way too. Where did you lay the first track? I laid the first track over there on the other side. I'll show you where I laid the first track. Let me crawl under. Oh. Gotta crawl under. First track I laid was this one right here, this inside main, and I had this yard right here. This is the first table right here with this one, and it ended right here. When I first started, it ended right here, and it's only this wide, 2 feet, but then I added 12 inches and I brought it back out to add more so I could put a second main line. Then I built the mountain. And then I had the water across right here, and it butted up to here with that lift out bridge right here. But then I decided to build on, and then it got bigger and bigger. That's what happened. Well, if you do coins, I do coins too. But this hobby, you learn electronics. You learn how to build tables, so you're doing woodworking. You learn how to do scenery, so you learn different crafts. There's so much in this hobby you can do. Coins are cool. I collect coins. I do trains, I collect coins, I collect Hot Wheels. As you can see, they're on here. But man, that smoke got to me. The trains won't lose their value. They don't lose their value unless you break them and break everything off of them, and then people are like, I don't want it because all the parts are missing off of it. But if you keep them in good condition, they don't lose their value. They hold value pretty good. Hobo. I got hobos right here. There's some hobos right there. There's a hobo right here walking on the bridge. There's a hobo right here that started the caboose on fire right there. See, that little caboose is on fire. The hobo started on fire. That's one of the first things I ever put on the layout. Add cameras to the train. I do put a camera on the train. If you go watch my videos on YouTube and TikTok and Facebook, I do run a camera through the layout where you can see it and get a view of the layout, which is cool. And I might do that tomorrow night. Maybe I'll set it up. If YouTube doesn't get upset with it, I'll do it. I know on TikTok we can't do it because they say it's unoriginal content, but I will do it. I had an uncle who dug a sub-basement just to build N-scale. That's awesome. I have N-scale too. The wife does. It's over there. The N-scale's running right over there on that layout. See the N-scale? That's N-scale right over there. This is all HO here. Do I have a dedicated space? Yes, this whole space here, this whole basement is trains. There's a living room over there. There's a bathroom, a bedroom. There's a little kitchen around the corner. Back there's my workshop. And then the very back of this basement is a whole hobby store. And it's Denver model trains. So if you're looking for trains, you're looking for 5% off. We got deals. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Go to Denver Model Trains and you can find what you might be looking for. And if you can't find it, get a hold of us. We ship pretty well everywhere. This is all my personal collection. And I run a business, yes. This is the wife and I's collection. Mine is the HO.